what is gamers? It's Trey like a lunch tray here, bringing you another Pixel Strike video. You guys killed it on the last one. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. It's got over 10 views. Insane. I've only watched that thing like 8 times, so this thing is really doing numbers. All right, so I'm gonna do another one, and this time around it's gonna be a little guide. It's specifically for the AR60 gun. It's one of the first guns you get. I think you get it like level 7, level 8, so it's pretty easy to unlock early. And it's going to be known as the hipfire build. Alright, so all the PC users out there love hipfire weapons. It gives you the best field of view while keeping hipfiring pretty accurate. And I'm going to have some tips and tricks here, along with the attachments you need to use and the playstyle that goes along with it. So let's get into it. Okay, so for the hipfire build, the attachments you want to use is the laser hipfire attachment and then the red dot sight. The AR sight, it just takes up too much of the screen, so I never use it. I've been playing around with the perks. I do favor the stopping power perk since you get 10% extra damage. I do like lightweight as a second alternative with some guns, but not with this one. You really need the stopping power perk because I keep losing and dying, and my enemies always end up with like 1 HP or 10 HP, so that stopping power perk would have resolved that issue. Okay, moving on to the bullet spray, you can see aiming down sight, you're actually not 100% first shot accuracy. It's a tight grouping, but it's not 100%. The hipfire attachment, the laser sight, it only works in hipfire. As you're going to see here in full auto mode, the grouping is very tight, but however, it is not accurate to the red dot. There's going to be some deviation. Now, in hipfire mode, as you can see, one tapping, it's pretty much 100% accurate to where your crosshair dot is going to be in the center of the screen. And then you can see here some burst modes that I'm about to do. The grouping kind of gets scattered in full auto. So the first couple shots, like 4 to 5 shots, it's pretty accurate. And you want to achieve this kind of burst function that I'm doing here. Well, just burst tap firing, essentially, for the best grouping. However, once your enemies keep engaging you and they're taking more bullets to kill because there's more than one or at a distance, you want to then switch to aim down sight and still get an accurate grouping. Alright, now onto the live commentary over my gameplay, so I can kind of talk about the different things I'm thinking about while using this gun and the playstyle. So it's a very run and gun playstyle since you're so accurate by shooting from the hip, and so you also want to always be on the move as much as possible, taking different directions, going places where you don't, where your enemies don't think you're gonna go. Like on this map, Orbit, I utilize these cones a lot by going in and out of cover. Here you can see I start hip firing and then I immediately switch to ADS because I see this guy's gonna be jumping around. Here I trick my enemies into thinking I'm gonna go up the ramp, but then I turn around quickly, go in the other direction. In this next clip here, I'm gonna go on a little spree. I start shooting this the monkey character first, but then I switch to the blue character once the monkey character went off my screen, and I'm picking and choosing my battles so that I'm only fighting one guy at a time. That's like the most optimal strategy. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose this next fight here because it is an SMG, so you're going to find that you're going to lose the SMGs close range more often than not, so you need to really be careful. You really want to try to stay at medium to long range as much as possible. I also utilize the power-ups scattered across the map. There's ammo crates everywhere and a health regen, which is that red plus. I noticed in that last fight that the red plus was up for health, so I killed 2 guys and then went for it so I can regen my health all the way. And I kind of scattering around now, trying to pick and choose fights one at a time. I use the cones to kind of get height and scout the map a little bit. It's a very effective strategy on this map. Unless someone has like a sniper in team deathmatch or free-for-all, that's really your only concern, is just getting like one shot from across the map. So it's very accurate with this build. You can really run and gun, have no issues at medium range. The only downside is, unfortunately, close range SMGs are just going to beat you, even with the stopping power perk on, just because they kill so quickly, or even shotguns really is a big counter. So you try to avoid that at all costs. keep your distance while staying on the move. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this AR60 guide hipfire build. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to get back to you guys as soon as possible. If you have any requests for the next gun, let me know and I'll try to make that guide next. If you guys like the content, please consider subscribing. Put on those notifications so you know whenever I upload a video. I'm trying to do them as often as I can. They are sporadic, however, okay. And so until next time, hope you guys have a great day. Good night. Bye-bye.